Alex Beanon with Cape Press, and I'm with Aaron Jeffery, who returns to action on June 24th at Bellator 242. Aaron, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you. I'm excited you're making your Bellator debut, but before we get to that, man, 14 days out, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I've been saying this a lot, and I know it's kind of like the stereotypical thing guys always say it's the best they've ever felt, but I think it actually is this time. I think I smartened up a little bit in my older age with like my training volume and everything. Down in Florida at Stanford, the volume's actually a little bit less than here at home, so my body feels fresh, my mind feels fresh, I feel sharp. I'm ready to go.
Does it feel surreal that you're about to make your Bellator debut after grinding on the regional scene for so fucking long?
Um, I don't know, man. You don't really. I think as fighters, we don't like stop to appreciate things very often. So it just feels like another fight.
Gotcha, gotcha. Before we talk about your fight, let's talk about Stanford, man. How has that been?
It's awesome, man. Really, really good group of guys. Like everyone was super welcoming. When you go to a new place, sometimes you don't know if guys are going to be like trying to take your head off or whatever because you're the new guy. But everyone was super nice, super humble. The coaching staff is great. Ton of big guys there for me. There must have been like 15 or 20 middleweights. So yeah, it was great.
What was the connection?
What do you mean? Like, how
Like,
did I end up there?
yeah,
Um, Not much really. There's a couple Canadian guys that trained down there, Marc-Andre Barrio and Julien LeBlanc. Um, and they both had places down there, and I've like trained and hung out with those guys a bunch in the past. And it was after my last fight, and I was actually just gonna go down and kind of see them in like vacation for a week. And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm already here. I might as well check out the gym, right?" And then I ended up staying for a month. I was only gonna be there for a week, and I stayed for a month.
that's awesome, dude. Who were some of your main training partners?
Marc-Andre Barrio, the Canadian guy, he's one of them. Uh, Ong Sang, I don't know how to correctly pronounce his name, the ONE FC champ. Phil Hawes, Brendan Allen, Tuco, fucking garbage truck. Um, Impa Kasanganai. I don't know. I'm probably missing some guys, man. Like there's so many guys there.
Dude, that is, he just listed nothing but killers.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is ridiculous. I did want to ask about your work with Brendan Allen. First of all, was it like awkward getting there, seeing him, or like was it just like not nothing? It was just normal.
It was normal, man. Have you ever talked to him?
Yeah,
He's a jokester. He's a funny guy. He's always like talking shit and fucking with people. So no, it was totally cool, and I'm pretty chill. Like I don't care about lost fights or whatever. And again, he's like a super chill guy. So no, it was cool.
awesome. I mean, how was it working with him? And I guess kind of like, you guys fought, he took away your contender series opportunity, and now that you guys are working, getting better together.
Yeah, it was sick, man. And he's like one of the top guys in the world, right? So of course, like I want to train with him and get better. And we got quite a few rounds in while I was there, so it was good.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome to hear. That's yeah, it's so cool. Well, you definitely didn't get a gimme fight for your Bellator debut, fighting another tough Brazilian. I do remember you telling me that you wanted to get the easiest possible matchup to get a highlight knockout. What the fuck happened? What happened?
I don't know. I guess it means that much more if I get the highlight knockout now, though, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you're facing another tough Brazilian, Fabio. How do you like the matchup?
I think it's a good matchup for me, man. Obviously, he's tough. He's got like a really solid record. He's had a couple of fights in Bellator. He's pretty well rounded. Like he can strike a bit. Looks like he can wrestle a bit. I think he's a black belt. Um, from what I've seen, it looks like he kind of fights like me a little bit. Like he pressures forward, he pushes guys on the wall, and he kind of works hard there. I think I can just do it a little bit better than him, and I think I can win that kind of fight.
Do you think it's a perfect Bellator debut for you?
Uh, yeah, I don't know what a perfect debut is. I mean, like I said before, I think the perfect debut is like some dud that I just starch in like a minute. But yeah, I hope I can do that with this guy.
What do you think of him as a fighter? Like he's had his two Bellator fights. Did you go back and watch those?
Yes, yeah, I did.
What?
Again, I think he kind of fights like me from what I've seen. He's like pressuring forward hard. He's pushing guys on the fence. He's trying to wrestle. Looks like he's pretty heavy on top. I just think I can negate that.
Awesome, awesome. Well, at the end of the day, June 24th, how do you get your hand raised?
I think I can kind of grind this guy out, stifle his game plan, and get a TKO later in the fight.
Awesome, awesome. What do you want the rest of your year to look like? I know that you started kind of late in the middle of the year. Do you want to get another 2 fights in, another fight in? Like, are you just kind of focusing on this fight and then see what happens?
Well, definitely focused on this one, but yeah, we're only like halfway through the year right now, so I think 1 or 2 more is definitely possible. Like 1, absolutely. 2 would be great.
Awesome, awesome. The Bellator 282 is completely fucking stacked. It's such a good card. I did want your opinion on the main event, Gegard Mousasi versus Johnny Eblen, man. Who wins that fight?
That's a tough one to call. Obviously, there's like everyone knows who Mousasi is and what he does. Eblen's still like pretty new into it, but he looks good so far. And I see Strickland's out there training with Eblen right now and saying nothing but good things about him. So I think he's the real deal. I think it's going to be a good fight either way.
Is it safe to say you have the best mullet in Bellator?
I think so.
Awesome.
At least in the Bellator 185 division, best mullet for sure.
Absolutely awesome, Aaron. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you got, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Yeah, just everywhere. Check me out at AAJ MMA. Big thanks to you for having me on once again.